Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Silo's Money and Laundering League, episode 6. I'm joined, of course, by the man himself, Silo. Silo, say hello.
What's up? What's up?
And we got a special guest, Nicky.
What's up, everyone? Here to talk
Nicky,
about some fucking basketball.
how are you feeling? How are you feeling on this we're recording on Monday. How you doing, buddy?
Fantasy wise or life wise? I'm doing pretty solid life wise. Finishing up school.
Yeah.
Fantasy wise, I'm 3-3, but just like don't look at the team because we are not a 3-3 team. We
Well,
are an 0-6 team.
me and Joey always like to say you gotta have a work-life balance and
Yeah.
fantasy life balance just as applicable. Um, yeah, man, we're gonna into some breakdown shit. I guess we could just kick it off with that. We like to just start with injury things, I think. Yeah, Joey.
Yeah, just to
Um,
keep everyone kind of up to date on the goings of the league.
yeah. Yes. I think the first name, actually, the biggest name on this list probably is pretty applicable to you, Nikki, actually. Which is Sabonis, who's still out, right? You've got Sabonis on your team.
Estimated
We
return December
yeah,
18th.
is it the 18th? Yeah, it's like that's when he's reevaluated too, right? So it's not
Hmm.
necessarily that he's coming back then, but he's been out
Yeah.
for a week at least already, maybe even a little longer, right? Um, how's that? Are you feeling all of that? Are you missing the big fella?
Yeah. What did I lose last week? I lost pretty bad last week. Uh, you know, I too
You had Joey.
I
Yes,
did have
yeah.
Joey, and it was bad if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Matchup 6.
It
Yeah, I
was
lost
susceptible.
7-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, with my mix of injuries and now what was basically my first round pick going out.
Hmm.
Not too great. I still got where's my other big man at? Cat. He's still
Yeah.
healthy, but
Big Bodega still throwing down for sure, but I mean,
yeah.
yeah, missing Sabonis. I mean, were you happy with his production before he went out? Were you feeling like he was worth the pick and everything like that? Or how are you feeling about him pre-injury?
I wasn't the most upset with him. I mean, it wasn't too far off his projections, a little under 20 points. He's still getting 12 boards a game. His assist numbers have really like been the like most disappointing thing for me.
Yeah.
What's he at? 2 point something?
Whereas last season it was a top
3.7.
pick, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Projections were telling me almost 7.
Yeah.
You know.
They
And
didn't
then
account for Westbrook.
yeah, I know. I'm going to be honest though. If if there's a player to take up my guy's stats, I'm not too sad with it being Russ.
You're a Russ guy? You like Russ?
Big fucking Russ guy, man. I love
Yeah.
Brody.
How can you not be? How can you not be? He
I
gets
think
up there.
every Westbrook like post Los Angeles is like, I just hope he does well, man. I hope he's happy.
Yeah, I
I've
know.
I've hoped he's happy since he left fucking Oakland, man. Or not Oakland. Yeah,
Oklahoma,
Oklahoma. Oklahoma City. I just said Oakland like
dude.
he's a
He
fucking.
people forget about the Westbrook Wizards arc. That was perhaps a dark
Yeah.
chapter. He did lead them
Yeah.
to the playoffs though.
I like to pretend all of those don't exist.
I like to pretend Washington doesn't exist, man.
I like
Place
to close my
it's
eyes.
a bad place for
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah, this is Alexander
Yeah.
Sarr erasure. You can't be doing
True.
that.
Sar's been looking good. Uh,
Tyshawn George erasure as well. Maybe we'll talk about them later. Actually, we should
Yeah.
keep it. Who else we have here? RJ Barrett is another name that I had.
yeah,
Um,
Mhm.
one of my guys.
that's
Uh,
one of yours.
it's
Yeah, knee
looking
sprain MRI
it's looking
recently.
not particularly serious, which is cool.
Yes,
No
yes.
structural damage is the what the athletic said. It's a sprain, and basically they're gonna give it another look in a week. So
Okay.
I'm pretty happy about that. I have enough. I think I have enough depth at the position. He has a weird listing on ESPN. It's small forward, shooting guard, power forward. So he does fill a lot of holes, but I think thankfully like I have enough where I can get by without RJ Barrett. That's not gonna make or break my team or whatever.
I fucking love it when a guy has three different positional possibilities. I'm frothing at the mouth for that. I account for that in drafts.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know if
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if LeBron still has it. LeBron's always been the guy that I think of when I think of the four positions. Oh,
Yeah.
I think
I
He
think
can
he
do
got
it
rid of
all.
it. He
Did
got
they get
rid of
rid
it
of it?
yeah, he's just
he
forward.
used to have his point guard on there last year. I
That's
never
funny.
drafted him, so always
Man.
terrified of drafting Braun. So
Wait, who has Braun in our league, actually?
I
Boba.
think that is Boba. Yeah.
'Cause he
Ah.
has the father and the son.
Oh yeah, he's got. Man, I'll talk about that later too. Actually, let's leave that be. I don't think there's any other big injuries. Is there anything I'm missing, you guys?
I
Do
think
you have any?
I think my team is pretty healthy right now. I think a lot of the big injuries are like just stuff that happened last week or 2 weeks ago that were just kind of. There's not really any important updates about them, as far as I know. Like obviously Aaron Gordon's still out for a month, Wemby's still out
Yeah.
for a while. Yeah.
I guess Porzingis is out again for a couple days with his mysterious illness.
Oh.
That whatever that is. I don't know if we heard about that, but it's like a weird one because it's like maybe not. It's like it's just the same shit as before. Like he's either got like long COVID or he's got like I don't know, dude, like AIDS. I don't know. I really don't know. No, they won't tell. They won't reveal it. It's so weird how and the Celtics they wouldn't reveal what it was, and now he's in Atlanta and they're just like mouth shut. Like I don't know. He's just like sick. It's weird. He's just sick again.
Yeah.
Oops. Um, I don't know. He's probably he'll be back soonish, I imagine. If it is long COVID, I guess like that sucks. Like
It,
I imagine it's the
yeah.
worst to play through
I think
something like that.
I think it sucks if it's AIDS too, man. I mean, what,
Yeah, that would
what,
suck.
whatever it
Uh,
is, prayers up for Zingis, man. I hope he gets better
yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, big raise up.
yeah,
That's yeah, that's it though. That's all the big stuff. Nothing
yeah,
too crazy.
Yeah. What? Ball's still out for? Oh no, Ball's back. Ball was out for a while.
Ball's back. Yeah, he's just constantly flirting back and forth with injury management and not injury management.
Yeah. He has that, and he's got kind of wanting to be traded a little. So
I don't know what that market even looks like, man. What do you give? This is a whole other conversation too, but but for real, like what I was thinking about it today. What do you give for a guy who is an extremely good point guard, probably like a top 10 to 15 point guard in the league? I don't think that's crazy. That's not crazy to say,
Mhm.
I don't think.
yeah.
Um,
I would say top
That's
10.
reasonable.
yeah, top 10 for sure, right? But like hasn't played more than 40 games in 5 out of his 6 seasons. What does that value even look like? So I don't know. I don't know if they even can trade him. I want them to. They have Khan.
Mhm.
They have Kalkbrenner. They have a good. I don't know. This
Yeah.
isn't like a Hornets centered podcast or anything, but
I feel like their young core is the best it's been in a couple years,
yeah,
and I don't know, man. Maybe you say farewell to the Lamelo era and
Yeah.
just try to develop these young guys. Cause yeah, you
Oh,
were in line, man. 36 games, 22 games, 47 games, 13 games. 13 is obviously this current season, so can't really use that. But
yeah.
yeah.
36, 22, 47 is his last 3 full seasons. Like, what are we doing at this point? He needs like a
I,
physical therapist or something.
I will say though, the man is 24.
He's young.
Like
Yeah,
that's young. That's young for basketball.
he
6 seasons.
exactly. Yeah, it just depends on what you value. Yeah, I think it's his sixth season. There's a lot of places he can still improve. You know, he's not in his prime technically, but do you care about a guy's prime if he plays half the season? I don't know. That's up to you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Um. Anyway, we could talk about some good stuff though. Some good players from the past week. Some guys who've been popping off a little bit. I could take this first one because I have him. Um, the numbers that this player has been putting up, not just in this past week, but honestly since the season started, were promised 3,000 years ago. I'm of course talking about Denny Avdia, um, who has been balling big time. His game reminds me a lot of Shea in a weird way. I don't know if either of you guys watched the game against OKC the other night,
Yep. Yeah.
but they were basically just taking turns foul baiting, and it was a hard watch. It truly was. It wasn't good basketball, but Denny put up huge numbers. I don't have him in front of me, but I think he had like
Yeah, I got you,
close
man.
to 40. Yeah, do you have that?
31
31.
points, 19
Hmm.
rebounds, 10 assists.
What is bro
Yeah.
playing center? How did he get 19 rebounds? It's
I have
crazy.
no idea,
Yeah.
but that's
And
one
he's a
rebound
big
off
guy.
from a 30-20-10. Like that's absurd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty happy about that. Um, but yeah, Denny Avdia's been doing the thing. I had a feeling he'd do the thing because I just figured of all the players there, he would soak up that usage. So I'm happy to see it paying off. Joey, give me another one. Who else we got?
Uh, Next up is Keegan Murray, man. He he's been cooking as of late. I know we mentioned it I think briefly on the last episode, but he at the lack of Sabonis, he just started getting a bunch of rebounds. It's not super consistent. Last night's game he only had 2 rebounds, but before that he had 23 and 10 with 3 steals. So it seems like he's been swinging into some pretty crazy numbers since he got back from injury. He's been playing over 35 minutes in every game.
Hmm.
He's scoring double digits every time. Yeah, I mean, as far as the older guys in Sacramento, between him, Zach Levine, well, not between Sabonis, Levine, like it's hard to say what their future is with that team, but like Keegan Murray is the kind of guy you hang on to if you can. Like it seems like he's developing as a player in a pretty encouraging way.
Yeah, for sure. And who was it who said? I think it was Zach or it was DeMar DeRozan, one of the two. But one of them literally said in an interview before Keegan was even back from injury, maybe like a week or two ago, like the Kings are his team, is what they said. I mean, this guy's 25. He's a younger fellow, and it's only 6 games played so far, but he's averaging 18 points per game. His 3-point percentage is super low at 26. And you got to figure that's going to be going up significantly. And he's still putting up pretty nice value otherwise with 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. So, like, the upside is there even from where he's at now. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice. And
Yeah.
the Kings are a sad state of affairs. So you got to take anything you can get, honestly. How do you feel about the Kings, Nicky? Do you have passionate
And
thoughts?
I like their guys because they're all old. I was gonna say, you touched on those defensive stats from Keegan Murray.
Hmm.
Those are killer right now. If you can
Hmm.
get 2 steals and over a block a game from a guy, I can't really think of how many players in the league that can currently do that. Let's
Yeah,
see. We
like
got a couple guys
Dyson
here.
Daniels, maybe.
Mikal Bridges, obviously big example, basically 2-2 right now in their last 15. Who else is on here?
Amen probably, right?
Keegan Murray.
Oh no, Amen
um,
isn't even blocking like that. Just kidding.
No, he
yeah,
should be, but he's not.
yeah. I,
He
I
should
don't think
be.
Scotty Barnes 1.4 and 1.6
Barnesy.
for Kessler
Yeah.
before he went out for the season.
Hmm.
He was putting up
Yep.
great stats before he went out, but yeah,
R.I.P.
yeah,
Kessler.
but like yeah, that's not something you're gonna find too often. You got McCallum, you got Keegan Murray
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
those numbers.
that's
Yeah.
that's great. Shit.
That's a good
Another
company to be
guy
in.
we want to get into is Jalen Brown, man.
Oh.
He's I think he's done what people were expecting for a long time because people are like, oh well, surely he'll go crazy since like Tatum's out. Like he just has the number one option, the true number one option potential. Uh, and he played a back to back Sunday Saturday, and Sunday was okay. 19 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, a triple double. So maybe that's better than okay. But Saturday was where he went crazy. Right, 41 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 steals. Like that's an insane amount of stats to put up,
It was a big
especially
boy
on
number.
in the last night too. Like goddamn.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yet did he carry them to a win too? Who were they playing?
I think they
On
I think
Saturday.
they won, right? No, on yeah, on Saturday.
Okay.
They were playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I think they won that,
See.
right?
What's up with the Celtics, man? Everybody
No,
thought
they
they were gonna
lost.
tank.
They lost by 4. Damn,
They
GG's.
They did lose, but I mean, but
Mhm.
they've been winning like games. Like actually, though, they've been winning like decent games. It's
Yeah,
pretty hilarious.
they're kind of towards the middle of the East right now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
11-9
Yeah, I mean that's
at the moment.
early
Yeah.
season takes some time to shake things out, but that's
I
like
mean, in the East, baby, that's like a fifth seed. You know, it's a
yeah,
nice place to be.
there's like a 1.5 game difference between 5 and 10 right now. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they're 2 games out from the 11 seed Bucks. You know, it's
Yep.
not
oh my
it's not
god,
that
yeah.
big.
But
That's
I
yeah,
mean, obviously that fall off after, but yeah.
I don't know what the Celtics like goal is long term. Like I think a lot of people are just like, yeah, just like chill, maybe get a draft pick, develop your young guys. Uh, but I guess you can't. If that's one of those things where it's like you can tell the GM, the coach, hey, we're tanking, but like the players are never gonna try and tank. Jalen Brown's
well, no,
gonna go out there and get you buckets.
they never said they were tanking. I think that just the fans wanted them to. Joe Mazzulla is a psychopath. I think that if he could help it, and he clearly can't help it, he'll never tank any team. I mean, you know, he's a hardcore kind of guy. Uh,
Yeah, I
but
agree.
yeah, shout out to Jalen Brown. Big stats. We'll see if it continues. I got another name here. I got another guy, another big fella. This is Zachary Eady, recently back from an injury. Was sidelined for the entire start of the season and has only started playing again midway through November, I think it was. So, he had a little minutes restriction to start out, and he's been ramping up into full form. And the culmination of that came just the other day, I believe, in a win over Sacramento, which isn't in itself surprising. What is surprising is that he had 32 points and how many rebounds is this? 17?
17. Look at
17.
those blocks, brother.
Bam! And five
Yeah.
blocks. Plus minus of 25 if you give a shit about that. He just a monster game, and he did all of that in under 30 minutes. He played under 30 minutes and he got those stats. That's nuts. So if you're holding Zach Edey, which I think is step back
Crossover.
hitter with
Yeah.
threes, yep, I think
Yep.
crossover's
Caleb.
got him. You're pretty happy. You got to figure the wait is paying off, and it also helps that Jaren Jackson Jr. is like the worst quote unquote center fucking ever.
The worst rebounding center, I think,
Yeah.
considering
Get rid of
his.
that center tag, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. Please put that man at power
you're
forward.
a power forward and nothing else.
Straight up, he gets like 3 a game, if that. That's a miracle.
I look, I'm looking at the past 3 games, not just that past game. Look at those
Mhm.
boards. 17, 19, and 15.
No, he's getting up
19
there.
and 19 and 5 points is a hilarious stat line for one.
That is really
Uh,
funny.
just yeah, you sat under the basket the whole fucking game and never even tried to go on offense. But like, just that's what 17 boards on average in the past week.
Yeah.
About 2.5 blocks between them, so 5 blocks, 3 blocks, 2 blocks. Just
Yep.
absolutely killer numbers here. You know?
He looks like a rebound cheat code, and then to boot, it seems like you're gonna just have some days also where his offensive engine is off the chain too. So that's just like that's fantastic. That's really good. Shout outs to Crossover for having him. That's fantastic.
Yeah. It's
Who
really
else we
not
got?
something that you see in a modern basketball player, you know? This isn't the type of stat line. Everyone wants their bigs to be able to fucking move and shoot threes.
Yeah,
Nah,
right. Nah,
got that
we're
guy.
putting a tall freak underneath the rim, and he's
Mhm.
he's he's going to grab the ball, and you're
Yeah,
going to get a whiff of his armpits every time, and there's nothing you can do about it.
yeah. The big
Shout
slow
outs.
7-footer is still cooking. Seven
Yeah,
three, 7'3", 23 years old. Damn.
I didn't realize. I just saw that. I didn't know he was 23. I thought he was way younger. That's actually pretty old for a second
He
year.
left Purdue as like a junior, I think.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
not
so.
wrong. I remember
Well,
watching him in the playoffs a few times.
I remember watching him a bit too. I think me and Joey watched him at one point at Sal's.
Yes. Yeah,
Um,
we were watching. Was that March Madness or?
it was March
Yeah,
Madness.
March Madness.
Yeah.
Purdue was like the 1 seed. It was big.
I genuinely, you know what? Credit to him because I'm pretty sure I very distinctly remember watching him and thinking this guy's a freak, There's no way this translates.
Yeah.
He's just too weird. And it does. It does,
You
brother.
made it work. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. Joey, give me another name.
Give you
Who
another
else we got?
name. I will give you a guy who I'm very happy about. Is Tyler
Mm-hmm.
Hero. So hopefully this is part of Matt's long-term plan into projecting himself back into winning. He picked up a lot of injured guys, and one of the first to make a full recovery is Tyler Hero. The Miami Heat as a team has been pretty hot even without him. And some people were doing the thing where it's like, oh, what if when he comes back he messes up their synergy? Absolutely not. He shows up first game back, 24 points on high efficiency. His current game, there's a game happening this very second. Halfway through the third quarter, he already has 14, and he's averaging like 26, averaging 26 and about 5 rebounds. And these are his first couple games of the season. Like I don't know if he'll, ramp up anymore, or this is kind of where he's going to settle into, but still, 25 and 5 is, amazing. So I think if you're Matt, you're probably breathing a sigh of relief. As a Heat fan, I feel great. And to see him, slot back into the lineup like this is really encouraging. So I'm super excited for the future of Tyler Hero.
You know who else I'm excited for the future for? It's a guy that we were dogging first week.
Oh yeah.
In the first, maybe even the first 2 weeks, dogging on him. Saying he's going back to the G League. Maybe. Maybe he was going to Cancun even. That's Reed Shepard. Reed Shepard. Oh shit! He's been hooping, dude. Like he just suddenly kind of became the point guard of the Houston Rockets' dreams. Now, granted, his game just the other night on Sunday against Utah was not quite up to snuff as the others throughout the week. He only had 9 points, but he still filled up the stat sheet with other things like 4 steals, 2 blocks, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, which is a good sign when you have a good sign of a good player. I feel like is when they're having a bad shooting night, they still get you defensive stats, boards, other fun things like that. The game before that though was kind of like a come to Jesus moment. 31 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks. I don't know how the fuck this guy's blocking. Maybe it's just because whenever he's on the court, he looks like he looks like an Oompa Loompa compared to like the rest of the team because they're all like 7 foot insane freaks. But he's getting them. He's getting blocks and he's getting steals to boot, and only turnovers, which is actually really good for a point guard.
But yeah, his
Uh,
his assist turnover ratio is pretty nice. I think it's like at least two, maybe
yeah,
the
I'm
last
Yeah,
only
couple
just now
his
games.
noticing that.
turnovers is amazing. What,
Not bad.
1.5 in the last 7 days, 1.2. So like
Hmm.
even in that like really shitty ass game where he got 9 points, only 2 turnovers. Like in these past like what, basically since halfway through November, he's never had over 2 turnovers in a game. And he's been playing basically 30 in a
Hmm.
good part of these. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's been good. Good for
Yeah,
Reed Shepard. Still don't know
it's
how
good.
he got those 9 boards.
It's yeah, I don't know how either. But I mean, like, he's just performing at a level that you wanted now. I think that there was like the first like 3 or 4 games where it was like I don't even know if this guy's a hold, you know what I mean, in most leagues. And now it just seems like the value is there. He's I don't have his averages in front of me, but he's had a 27-point game on top of that, and he's had a couple of games, in like the 13 to 16 point range, which is like solid. And I'm not even mentioning the other stats that are just as important as just points, like assists, because he's getting them, he's getting the rebounds, he's getting lots of steals. Um, so fantastic shout out to Reed Shepard. He's making the thing happen. We've already done like 23 minutes, I think.
Yes, we
So
have.
Dang,
Nikki, real
that's
we're
it.
going
quick.
quick.
Nikki, real
Yeah.
quick. Do you have anyone else you would add to this good performance tier?
Yes.
Good performance tier. I mean, I know I have guys that I like. I gotta give my roster a look real quick, make sure, see if anyone's been overperforming recently. I don't think my roster has been. Maybe Malik Monk. Malik Monk's been solid recently.
Okay.
Still on 26 points. I picked him up pretty recently. Still getting like 3 more than his season average in the past 7. But I don't really exactly have anyone that I would add.
All right.
What else was I looking at real
Don't
quick?
don't look now, Nikki. I might be spying on your team currently, but CJ McCollum does have 25 points in the
Oh yeah, it was
career.
McCollum. Yeah, actually, I was gonna mention CJ McCollum. Uh, 25 points today. Past 7 days, he's been averaging 27. And
What the
compared to
fuck?
the season, yeah, he dropped 46 a few days ago. I'm so forgetting about CJ. CJ is like one of my most like I'm so like neutral on this guy. I picked a little bit. If you haven't noticed from my team, I picked a lot of guys that I like. And CJ, I've always just been in the middle on. He's just been there. I know he gets his threes. What's his threes been past 15 days? Let's see. What 3.4? Not bad. Not bad,
Not
CJ.
bad.
Yeah,
Not
for
bad.
threes made, shit, you
Yeah.
take that.
Yeah. Take it to the bank. Yeah, but like against Atlanta, November 25th, plays 37 minutes, drops 46, 5 and 4, uh, 2 turnovers. I think that's one of the things I really like about him. He don't turn over that ball. 1.3 turnovers on the season, like on average.
To
That
Yeah.
is
3.4
that's something.
assists. That's a
Yeah,
good
to his
ratio.
3.4 assists. It's not a bad ratio. I wish the assist numbers were higher, but that's not who CJ is. He's a pure shooting guard. You know,
Yeah.
that's you get what you pay for with CJ
Who's
McCollum.
he gonna pass
But
the ball to,
I'm
bro? Corey Kispert?
yeah.
Shit.
Who else is even on that? Alex Sarr, throw
Yeah.
it on the inside.
Surely you can throw lobs to Alex Side. That seems like it should be
Yeah,
easy. But that's not
Nikki,
his
while
job.
I'm looking at your roster now, I do have to flame you on air because you didn't set your lineup and LaMelo Ball and Colin Sexton on your bench. What's the deal,
I
man?
will admit I did not look today. I I had a lot of
Ooh.
stuff. I do have everything else quick lined up. That will be being adjusted because I'm going to have to take Paulo Banchero off my off my IR. Cam Thomas can still sit there no matter how much I love him.
His ass
You
ain't
know,
coming back till next year, probably.
yeah. Let's see.
Fucking
What's he got?
hate him so much.
Left. Why do you hate him? Come on, man. Pure
Ooh, I
hoops.
hate his ass so much. Oh,
Mister
Pure
pure,
Mister
hoops,
Never
man.
Swing the
pure,
Rock.
pure
Never
nothing.
swing the fucking rock, man. I love guys like this. I love him, Benedict Mathern. I got the TV up while I'm talking about ball right now. I'm watching Michael Porter Jr. I got on that Hornets Nets game. So
Uh,
you know,
yeah,
I know.
no, yeah,
Yeah, I know. A little second before this podcast, we were talking about the Hornets Nets game. I was
yeah.
saying, oh, I had one of my favorite players on my bench. Uh, Now I get to reveal who that is. It's not LaMelo Ball. It's Colin Sexton. I
No
fucking
shot. Colin
love
Sexton is one of your favorite players
one
of
of
all
my
time,
favorite
bro.
players in this league in this very moment. I love Colin Sexton. I have so many weird picks for favorite players of all time. My favorite player of all time is Ricky Rubio. So like, don't get me started on everything. So
You gotta have your guys, I guess. I mean, I don't have any
yeah,
thoughts on Colin Sexton that I can provide.
I love him.
Joey,
I love him in college.
uh,
He's good.
he was on the Jazz last. I don't know,
I like
Yeah, he
man.
used to be on
Sexland.
the Jazz.
Sexland was a thing when he
Yeah,
was
I
Sexton
used
in Ireland.
yeah.
Yes.
That was fun. I'm a big believer. If you look at his current stats, every year he averages like 16 points a game, 4 fucking assists, not great turnovers, usually a steal, but like on good defense, even if the like actual statistics aren't translating, and a couple boards, and then he's averaging like 25 minutes a game. I always think they gotta play this guy more. How are you not playing this guy 30 minutes? Puts in so much effort.
I love your
And
love for him, if nothing
yeah,
else, man. I really do.
yeah.
I got my guys like that. I really can't judge that much,
Mhm.
but that's what it's all about.
I only got a few more when it comes to like players like that. I love being able to talk about this. I've called Tyrese Maxey being extremely good in the NBA. I don't own a lot of NBA jerseys. I own a Tyrese Maxey jersey.
Ooh.
Um, that's one of my big picks. I watched him get drafted. He crying and everything. Picked at 13 like Kobe,
Ooh,
if I'm not wrong. I was sitting next to Matt watching it. We were at the TV. I said, that guy's gonna be a star.
I
There's
do love you some
so
Maxi.
little.
Lucky shit,
I
man.
love you
Yeah.
some Maxi.
Yeah,
Maxie's incredible.
yeah. He's been amazing. I
He's
wish I had
been
him on my team.
Yeah, he's been fantastic this year. I mean, yeah, great snag from Joey. I snagged him in a
Mhm.
different league, but like I don't think anybody thought he'd be like putting up top 10 fantasy numbers,
Yeah,
like he's been
averaging
doing.
Yeah.
32 a game. I don't think anyone
Nuts.
expected that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was not expecting 30, but then again, I didn't see it not coming with Embiid's regression to just being injured all the time.
Yeah,
Calling it
well,
regret.
it's crazy. It's interesting. I'll say this and then we can move on, but like I, I remember when I was putting together my way too large note section in advance of like all my drafts to reference one of the notes that I had on Maxi, who I really do personally love, but last season, obviously Embiid also out extended period
Mhm.
of time, and Maxi kind of like got the step up, and people thought, well, yeah, this is like a huge bump. He's going to do the thing, he's going to get more opportunity. The ball's going to be in his
Yeah.
hands even more. Embiid's not there anymore. It's his team, and he did get a bump, but it wasn't really. It really was a very small one compared to what you might have expected at that
Mhm.
time. This is last year. And I just had that in my notes. I was like, I don't know, maybe he doesn't, maybe it's not the kind of bump that we think it'll be, and he
Yeah.
doesn't, that's just not part of his game. But fuck me, man. Like, he just turned that around completely in these first months and is like, it feels like it's his team even when Embiid is back, like really, really, I don't know, really good. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Real quick on Mexi, I do think we will see a little regression from what he's currently doing.
I'm sure we
Um,
will.
if you don't know, Maxi last season led the league in minutes per game with a whopping 37.8. Next highest was Keegan Murray at 34.
Hmm.
This season, he is averaging 40.7 minutes per game.
Yeah,
That
it's not.
number is not going to stay the same, and that's going to cause basically every stat to drop,
Well, you
besides
better
Embiid.
hope it doesn't because that's like that's I don't know. That's kind of
I
actually
would,
like concerning. It's a
I
concerning
would
number.
love to see it, but if you keep that man averaging basically 41 minutes a game, he's going to miss half the season with an injury.
Gonna
You
fall
know,
apart. Yeah, yeah. We don't want that. Yeah, no.
yeah. Knicks last
Oh,
season, they would have played it. They would have worked him to the bone.
They had Josh
I
Hart
just know Thibodeau's mouth is
in the
watering.
caves, bro.
Yeah, Josh Hart, I think was top five last season. I got the numbers up right with me.
Josh Hart in the Silent
Um,
Hill hallway.
yeah, Josh Hart was
Or
two,
Resident
only
Evil,
point
yeah.
two under him.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
he was he was getting worked to the bone. Yeah,
yeah.
I got a couple of names of some guys super quick. I'm gonna fly through these and then we'll go through some of our week six winners and losers. But these are a couple guys who maybe also got worked to the bone because they put up some poo poo caca stinker games. And the
Yeah.
just real stinky wee wee poo poo games.
Let's
I got
talk
Keontae George on
talk about
Sunday
Keontae,
night.
bro. Talk about his ass.
Bro, straight up the worst fantasy stat line I've seen in my life. Somebody pull it up right now,
I
bro.
got you. I
Pull up
got you.
how
See,
pull up
I got him.
pull up how many
Ooh,
shots he attempted, how many turnovers he had,
Uh,
and what is
so
yeah.
0 for 6 on field goals.
Mm,
Uh,
mm,
one rebound, two
mm.
assists, one
Oh yeah.
block. Do you
well,
want to know how many
Okay.
turnovers he had?
How many turnovers did he have, Joey?
8. 8
Yeah.
turnovers.
That
that
is
is rough.
I can smell that from here. That's dog shit, man. That is a real, real
Yo, bro,
bad
you
stat
stepped in
line.
something. Nah, that's Keontae
That's a
George stat line.
that is a Tony Snell 28 minutes no stats ass line.
I would
Yeah,
argue that's
dude.
worse than no stats. 8
I
turnovers? Shit.
yeah, I'd argue that's worse
That's
too.
Yeah, at least Tony didn't turn over the rock. Yeah, really, really bad.
Actually, I don't know if he
Keontae's
did.
actually been good. He's actually been good this season, like fantastic, I would even say. Better than I even thought he would be by a wide margin, but just a really bad night. He was playing through an illness, is my understanding. He probably should not have been, and they put him on the floor for 19 minutes. It was a blowout. Just not good, though. Not good. Disappointing. I got another guy. I got Cedric Coward, who I was kind of talking up recently. Actually, I think he was on a good list maybe 2 weeks ago. Um, and even at that time, he was starting to regress, and I noted it. And officially, I can say over the past 2 weeks, Cedric Coward has looked a little bit caca poo poo, a little bit not that good. He is a rookie, so this isn't like necessarily surprising. You should expect this. Rookies have highs and they have lows. Cedric started such highs that it really wasn't realistic. We knew he was going to come down, but it was kind of a how bad is he going to plummet back? And it's been pretty rough. He uh, Coward is an insane last name because genuinely when I watch him play, it looks like he's scared to shoot. He doesn't shoot for like half until halftime. He puts up one shot, and it's the weirdest thing. but he's had some poo poo caca games. I still like him though. I think he will be good for whatever that's worth to you. The last one I'll talk to, and then I'll swing it over to Joe to talk about some of the other ones, is Ahmed Thompson because I have him. I don't have much to say. He's just had bad field goal percentage. Some people were projecting him to be really good this year, and we haven't really seen it to the degree that you'd like. I'd like to see, a lot more. I'll blame some of that on him being forced to play point guard. But with the emergence of Reed Shepard, my fingers are crossed that he'll be better. That he'll be able to go back to a forward-leaning position that actually suits his game better. Uh, yeah. What are some other bads, Joey?
So the one that I'm looking at right now is Brandon Ingram. He was kind of cooking for a while. He had some nice games. He had a 37-point outing in
Mhm.
Cleveland back a few days ago, about a week ago. Unfortunately, his last couple games have been decent scoring, but not quite efficiency wise. His last game was 4 for 11 shooting, 1 rebound, 4 assists with 5 turnovers. So it's not something to be super. I wouldn't be scared or whatever. Like, oh no, is Ingram cooked or whatever? But his efficiency is currently not amazing. He's not shooting a ton of threes, but they are 28% from the arc. So not ideal if you're trying to win the field goal percentage. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's been playing pretty well on the Raptors, all things considered. But I think he's had a little bit of a down slump lately.
Mhm. Yeah, I would call it a slump. Nothing too serious, but worth
Yeah,
noting.
and then
Yeah.
we have another one of your guys.
This is my guy.
Yes,
Not my guys, and he's not on my team. He's on your team, but
yes.
it's my boy. I feel
We
like I
we have
feel like I rep him.
in a way we have joint custody.
Yeah, very true.
Mathis
Yeah, that's
Buzelis.
Buzella. Yeah.
He he's been getting into some foul trouble lately. That's kind of what's been weird is he still plays a decent amount of minutes. 24, 34, 30 his last couple games. But then he had a couple 2 weeks ago where he dipped under 20. The scoring hasn't been crazy. He's been averaging 10 the last week, and his blocks have been looking good. 1.5 blocks for the season, but
Yeah.
he's been getting into some kind of consistent foul trouble, and I think a lot of people, including both hosts of this podcast, have been very, very high on him. We were projecting a big Buzelis jump, and it's been a little shaky so far. I want to see him, really shine in all these different categories. His current game is looking pretty good. He's playing the game right now against the Orlando Magic. Has 13, 5, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. So maybe us talking about it is maybe you can hear us through the screen right now.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, I think that the best of Buzelis is still ahead. I really do think this Bulls team won't be good, and I think silly season will come and that's when you're gonna get big Buzelis, Boozy Vert. I think somebody called him that. I don't know. Maybe no one's calling him that. Do
You're
Maybe.
you have any
starting the trend.
feelings? Do you have any feelings on Buzelis and the Bulls, Nicky?
I I know about the Bulls, but I'm not really pilled on Booz Ellis. I don't know shit about him.
I
I've
know
I've heard
about the
Matt talk
Bulls.
about him a little, but I know one thing about the Bulls, and that is that they are always average. They are the most
Mm.
average team of all time in these past like 10 fucking years. I do like a lot of their guys. I think a lot of their guys can ball. I'm still pretty heavy on Kobe White. I really like Kobe White. I know he hasn't been like this season. 5 games played, 24 points though, so that's been good. But only 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes. 5 games. Can't really have too much to go off there. But the guy's pretty young. What is he? Born 2000. I'm looking at right now.
But
So I like him. Um, Josh Giddey has been like crazy good. Um, if I'm not wrong, or
no,
not
he's been
crazy
good.
good.
No, he's
They
been really.
almost
I
have
mean, for fantasy,
he's
for sure.
yeah, he's really close to a triple double.
Hmm.
You know, 20, 10, 9.3. That's pretty good uh, for the 2025 stats. What else we got here? Trey Jones, pretty average. I I think he's solid. I think they got a lot of solid guys and not a lot of crazies. Kevin Herter, you know, what's
You
Kevin
haven't
Herter
even
been up?
mentioned the big Vooch either.
Yeah,
Lee
Vooch is
Chiming.
actually Vooch is another person that I kind of hold near and dear to my heart.
Mm.
Um, Strictly because my first 2K game, of my career, I was on Vooch's team, 2016 Orlando Magic.
Oh,
Yeah, so I always like Vucevic. I'm always pulling for him, but listen, the
if
guy's
there's
like a pretty above average center.
yeah, if there's
I,
one thing we like on this pod, it's Vooch appreciation.
Yeah, we'll get to the Vooch
You
minute.
yeah, you are in fact talking about the goat, so you know,
yeah,
hold your tongue.
I,
Let's pay your respects.
So
I'm about to not pay some respects. I'm about to call him pretty fucking not special. um,
I mean,
I
yeah, no,
just
you're
don't.
right.
I don't think he's that special. Like the 3-point percentage used to be impressive 10 years ago. But now big men can shoot. You
Yeah,
know,
no, Vooch
what's
is in his
he?
twilight years as well. He 100% is. He's like
Yeah, 35. Oh my God, Vooch, when do you get so
that's
old?
that's old for a big man. You know, their blood flow doesn't
Yeah,
start working as well as it used to. He's probably
those
got
knees
numb
are gonna
legs
go
every day.
any second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
They're
know,
like a they're like it's kind of like I always think of like 30s big men in their 30s, centers in their
yeah,
30s like I do like a Tibetan Mastiff that gets to age 10. I'm like, he's gonna
yeah,
go any minute now. You know, he's just gonna
yeah.
start his let back legs are gonna give out. He's gonna start crawling on the
yeah,
floor.
he can't make it up
Mhm.
the stairs, dude.
Yeah, yeah, dude. He
It's
just
rough.
wags his tail and looks at you with lifeless eyes. And sometimes I feel that way when I'm watching Fuji.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, we could keep it at that for the bad, honestly. Should we
Yeah,
move on
yeah,
to kind of recap our week 6?
yeah. Sure, sure. So the real quick matchups we have. Jake, you took a victory over the J Ball fan club. Uh,
That's right.
I think statistically it was how close was that?
I mean, it was a 6-3. I lost the turnover battle, obviously, because he's playing half the players I am. They're all injured. Um,
Mhm.
and I think by virtue of that, also his field goal percentage was higher. This is off the top of my head. I'm not looking at it, but I think
Yeah.
it was field goal percentage, free throw percentage, and turnovers that he won.
He actually won blocks as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
he did. He did.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
and that was pretty
One of those I
close.
was wrong about.
24 to
Hmm
26.
Kind of crazy that he won blocks, actually. Kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
So something that's really weird about this last so this last week, it's important to note is that he just got Tyler Hero back for hopefully for a while now,
Mhm.
and Tyler Hero, despite being like not particularly tall compared to other players on the court, is averaging almost a block a game. He has a block his last 3 games. So
That's really not
yeah,
bad. Yeah, you got to be happy with
I
that.
mean,
It's kind of like a cherry on top.
yeah, getting a
Um,
20 25 point per game scorer back, get a little something extra.
yeah.
Uh,
Um,
so that's the
but yeah,
first
I
one.
pulled out the dub. Yep.
Yeah.
You guys played.
Yes, we did. We did.
yes,
Uh,
yes, we did.
so for a while, it was fairly close. It was 5-4 for a while.
Mhm.
Um, Nicky had me beat in both field goal percentage and free throw percentage. And I think pretty
Yeah,
close to the end of like Saturday or Sunday, I just barely edged ahead in those. Uh,
yeah,
though I think even if I had lost those, I wasn't too concerned because I just pulled a big enough lead in
Mhm.
basically all of the counting stats. I was up, 90 on rebounds, 50 on assists, 20 something on steals, 11 on blocks, and 170-ish on points. So
yeah,
my counting stats are just very strong. It's kind of hard
yeah. I
unless you
got
know
I
this.
got two big things to say about this one.
Yeah, yeah. Talk your
On
shit.
about Friday, I knew I was cooked here. I looked at the stats. I saw I was leading field goal, free throw, threes, turnovers. Everything else was fucked. I knew streaming wasn't gonna fix anything. You actually ended up beating me in field goal by 0.0004 and in free throws by 0.0009.
Mm.
So that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
um, those are both less than 0.1% that you beat me by. I think the real tale of our matchup here was our total minutes played. I think I got a little fucked on injuries. My team played 912 minutes total.
Oh yeah.
Team played 1,300,
Jesus.
and I think that's pretty important to identify. 900 is one of the lowest I've ever seen for total played. That's basically when you don't set your lineups. Like we can go to some teams that didn't set their lineup, like Ethan, who got 756. Um, Geo fucking 860. But like we go to like Ghost Chunks Matt, 1,400, 1,100, and Matt seems full of injuries and still had 200 more minutes than me. So I think that's pretty important to identify.
I
Yeah.
do have to wonder. Yeah, no, I mean, I was gonna mention it if you guys weren't, but I mean, your top picks were really kind of sitting out too. Like it's
Yeah.
Sabonis, it's Paolo, Ja was missing
Garland,
some games.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then
Jared
obviously,
Allen.
your man there, Cam Thomas. You gotta figure, this is fantasy. This is how it works. It's the
Mm-hmm.
way it is. We can wonder every day. Joey doesn't have to wonder a damn thing. He can walk. He goes to the bank immediately. But you do have to
Yeah.
wonder when maybe next time you guys see each other in with a healthy roster, probably would be a zinger. I think that would be a zinger matchup between the two of you when you're both healthy.
Yeah. When my team's getting a couple more healthy minutes there, I'd watch out because I think I could take those percentages back, and I think I might be able to sneak a blocks or I'd probably sneak points on you, even though my team's been rough on points pretty recently. I think my team is still better scorers than like two players averaging over 20 points a game that my team says it is. So I do think I could spook you.
I agree, man.
Definitely.
I'm very excited to see some of these teams get fully healthy in our league.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Poker 9 to 5 beating Ethan 6-3. Uh,
So Gio didn't set his matchups, is what it sounds like based on those minutes that you
I am
highlighted.
not. Yeah, if I am not wrong,
yeah,
I'm 90% sure they did not do that.
So this was a mid-off between two guys not setting their lineups
so
at all.
so Ethan
Fantastic.
managed to win three categories. He got field goal percentage, threes, and one blocks by one block, 15-16. And then
Mhm.
Geo swung ahead in free throw percentage by 4%, rebounds by 30. Like he had a pretty clean dub in most of the other categories. Turnovers was fairly close. Uh, so I'm surprised that Geo won turnovers because given the fact that Ethan like has a bunch of people who don't play. But
Yeah,
yeah, I don't
that's
know.
actually looking at Geo's, it looks like he basically says lineups. He did miss out on like an Andrew Wiggins stinker, but like
Okay.
basically played. So it
That's
must
good.
be injuries to Aaron Gordon, Drew Holiday, Andrew Nemhard missed a game or two. Wemby's been out.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could just be
Classic.
that.
Yeah. Alex Starr missed a game or
Gio,
two.
let us know in the comments, Discord, chat. I don't fucking know. Verbally in person. What went on? What happened? But congrats on the dub either way. I mean, uh, what does that put him at now? That puts him 3-3, which is not, which feels like fake weirdly. We'll talk about that more later, I guess, but
Yeah.
not
Mm-hmm.
fake, not fake in that it's not, in that it, just in that I don't know. I feel like it should be better. Unk still got it. Beat NFD. Now this is what I want to talk about actually with you, Joy, because I feel like, well, hang on. Let me look at one thing I haven't checked. Is BNFD beat up right now? Is he also beat up?
I think a little
Um,
bit. Let me double check here.
Steph,
He's
So
got like
Ryan,
Trey,
Stefan
KPJ just got injured
Castle.
today, and
forgot
he
to
moved
say his
to
lineup
IR.
Oh, did not set
yesterday.
his lineup. Oh my goodness.
Not a lineup setter. Freak Bob, get on that shit.
Guess who's getting a ping in the chat right now?
Now,
Yeah.
was that because he kind of like, you know, did he give up? Was it like
I,
not?
No, I don't think so.
I will say it looks like Duo's team here probably would have killed him either way. This is if looking at this, one of the best performances on the week. Almost 800 points.
I'll
A lot
I'll
of turnovers, obviously.
I'll keep it a little
But
open. I'll say, remember to set your lineups, everyone.
yeah, average on blocks. Almost led the week in steals. The only person that is basically would have beaten Siwa this week is Joey. Um, kind of looks like so. If you're gonna keep that open, I am going to be targeted. Going right at him. We pick his ass.
But yeah, I mean, Silu's team is looking pretty strong right now. I'm
Yeah.
I'm a fan of this team, and we'll talk about it more during the PR section. But I think this is a team that is clicking on a lot of different categories.
Yeah,
And those
and
93 threes. Damn.
Yeah,
it's a lot of threes. There's only one more matchup that happened, which was Step Back Kid Away threes beating the Bob Squad 5-4.
this was
Close.
pretty close. Like if Boba would have got
Mhm.
a win if Steals was only determined by 3, so and points was only like 20-ish. So
You know,
this
man,
was the most beatable I think Step Back Caterway 3 has looked so far, I'd say. And Jake, I know you have some words about the Bob Squad, and we'll get to those soon. But
Mhm.
why don't we get to those now? Let's get
actually,
to the fucking
yeah,
ranking, man.
let's get
Let's
to the
do it.
ranking.
Okay. Okay. I had a
Let's,
quick mention, but
oh
to
no,
the
do it. No, go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Real
please.
Yeah, you're good.
quick. I was about to say Caleb would not have gotten there without Russell Westbrook's 4 steal performance on November 28th, where he dropped a crazy triple double, 16, 12, 14. Like Westbrook carried his ass this week. Looking at these statistics,
Westbrook
in this,
still carrying entire teams
yeah.
on his back in his
Still
20,
crazy.
20th year or
Yeah,
whatever.
still crazy to me that even outside of melee, Boba and Caleb still having heaters.
Oh yeah,
You know,
they
no matter where you are.
they stay hitting each other.
Yeah.
So
Three
yeah,
steal difference, 15 points. Stream a guy, man. Come on.
Stream a guy.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna
yeah
talk about it. Don't worry.
we are going to start. I think this is the week where we start sending shots at people, and we also start just paying people.
Yeah,
Uh,
we've
Yeah.
been really both me and Joey have been pretty nice in a lot of our
Mhm.
rankings, giving
yes,
people
Yeah.
benefits of the
yeah.
doubt,
We're like,
etc.,
I like
etc.
this team. It's pretty good. I think they just all
It's
right.
good. Yeah,
Get out of
he
here,
just
I
needs
man.
to
I
do
can be
this.
mean to
Oh,
my own team.
if you're
When you
listening,
guys
just make sure you do this.
Yeah, you
when
know.
you put me at second to last, just know I will also be mean to my team.
Well,
Good to know.
So
Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to take our words
yeah,
to heart,
yeah.
you know. And you could be mean to your own team in this ranking when we get
Mhm.
to you, if
yes.
you so choose. But you're not at the bottom of this list. I don't know if that
I'll give
surprises you
him
or not.
I'll give him the locker room talk. I haven't given them a good talk in a minute.
Give them a good talk. Give them a good pep talk. Maybe tell them to
Yeah.
stop having bones made of glass.
Yeah.
Um, but the team at the bottom of this list doesn't even have an excuse like that. Teammates are not made of glass.
I'm
Maybe the problem might
I'm
be
doing
that
it,
they
man.
don't play.
At Ethan,
Maybe like they don't
Yeah,
you
play.
Ethan, your team is shit.
you should use the IR slots and drop guys who aren't playing.
Well, clearly he's got like two guys who have maybe put a grand total of 5 minutes down um, across the season total.
He needs to
They're not
put
playing.
Pat Collington into a volcano.
Ethan's team is actually like not even bad either. It's good, which is crazy because he took Paul George in like the third or fourth round, and we all went, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like Paul George came back, and he hasn't been garbage. He has not been garbage. Like he's very
Mhm.
serviceable. And Ethan has Luka Doncic. Anything is possible when you have a guy
Uh,
who averages a triple double.
yeah.
Like you can do anything you want. Uh,
35 minutes.
yeah, and
He's
Brandon Ingram has been playing really well. He's been playing better than people thought. Same thing with DeAndre Ayton. He's Dyson Daniels, the Great Barrier Thief, who's getting you steals and blocks. You're competitive in that every week purely because of him. It is a team that can be very good. Just drop Pat Connaughton, drop Kevin Love, pick up any whoever the fuck populates the top of the waiver wire. Just grab them
yeah.
and use the IR spots. And this team would be competitive and it would be really fun to watch. Unfortunately, I don't really care whenever Ethan's playing somebody because he hasn't set his lineups, and it makes me really sad. You're making me sad, Ethan. Okay, if you're listening, you're making me a little
You're
bit
sad.
sad.
I don't think
And
he's listening, man. I think we've done this is the fifth plead in a row, so I don't know. I don't know if there's anywhere we can go for this
I
besides
don't know. It's so Ethan to like tune in and hear us go, please, and just go, yeah, and then
I
like
so Ethan.
not do
Next time I
anything.
talk to him, I'll bother him for y'all. I'll make him pick up like Kelly Oubre Jr. who comes back in, but
Nikki, you might need to hit him with
Anybody.
the Ethan, can I borrow your phone? And just
yeah,
Yeah, just
just
set his
fix his
someone
lineups up.
lineup. Yeah,
had a second manager for him to set the lineups and do all that.
that's that's not even a bad idea, man.
Make him,
Shit.
I'll make him pick up Keldon Johnson. Actually, hold up, I might have to pick up Keldon Johnson in a few seconds.
Well, you do whatever you have to do. But anyway,
His
that's
number.
our number 10. It's all love, obviously. I'm very happy Ethan is here. I just want him to be participating. That's all. You know, having a black hole in the league is kind of a bummer for everybody.
Yes, I agree.
So he's
Uh,
number 10.
Next is ninth place. We got the J Boss fan club. Uh,
It fucked, man.
this team, you know, we've been saying it for 4 weeks. This team needs to get healthy, and finally, week 7, week 6, whatever this is, the team is getting healthy. Jalen Williams is back. Tyler Hero is back. Anthony Davis is back-ish. He's playing right now. He has 17 and 4 as of the time of this podcast. So
Both well.
this this does bode well for his team, right? He currently Kobe White is out with something that is apparently minor, and then he has Jalen Green and Kyrie Irving filling up his IR slots. But besides this minor Kobe White thing, like it seems like he has a full roster and bench of healthy people, which is
This is as
exciting.
healthy as it's ever been.
Yes,
Yeah.
cleanly. So his team is 0-6. This is perhaps worrying for his playoff chances, but I mean, this is a very he's playing Ethan's team this week, so a very winnable matchup, dare I say. So I would love to see the J Boss fan club put something together, have his guys all, you know, giving him the stats that he wants, and
Hmm.
hopefully we'll see a little shakeup. That's the goal here.
I mean, yeah, the only other thing I can add to everything you said is that the season is still not even a third of the way done. We've passed the like fourth of the way, I think. I think,
Mhm.
or maybe we just got there, relatively, maybe around there. But we're not even halfway there, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And 6 teams make the playoffs. Four will be eliminated. So I guess all you really have to do if you're Matt is you look at the roster you have now, you figure I only have 3 guys out. This is as good as it's been so far. You gotta hope that's enough to become competitive, to start getting dubs, maybe get to like 500, around the 500 range. So you're kind of batting for that top 6 spot that gets you in the playoffs. There's another team that's also batting and fighting for that spot, and is in the contention and is 3-3, and that is yours truly. It's you, Nikki. It's balls.
Yeah.
Nikki, you're 10th in field goal percentage. This is
Yeah.
before the game
Yeah.
started today.
Hands on
Second
rock.
in free throw percentage. Eighth in 3 pointers made. Eighth in rebounds. Obviously, a lot of this sucks because like you've been injured, so of course you've dipped in these
Mhm.
stats. Seventh in assists. Eighth in steals. Ninth in blocks. Fifth in turnovers and eighth in points. Now you gotta figure, and I'll let you kind of take it away after this because I'm
Mhm.
sure you have thoughts, but uh, injuries suck. Your 2 biggest guys, like Paolo and like Sabonis, sitting out really hurt a lot of these averages on the season. Where honestly, I think you'd probably be top 5 for like 3 or 4 of these with them consistently
Yeah.
healthy. Um, but we have to rank based on the results we got, and you're 3-3, but you're sitting eighth on the PR, mostly considering where all these averages are sitting and the injuries. How do you feel about that?
I think that's pretty reasonable, honestly. Real quick to touch on Matt, just real quick because I didn't say anything for him.
Please,
Uh,
please, please.
Matt Ethan is going to be won by whoever decides to click that quick lineup button first. And now back to my team. Um, yeah, I think my team's pretty fucking rough right now. I need to make some moves. I need to, maybe go back to maybe look at the trade Sabonis, see if I can get some bucket getters. Maybe moving on from Ball, Ja, one of these guys. Someone's gonna have to go here. Um, and I gotta replace it with someone who can do pretty well. Um, Still like a lot of my team. I think I got a lot of guys I like. I like Nick Claxton, even if his stats have been kind of fucking shit. He hasn't been blocking the way they should. Um, Sexton, still my dog. I still believe in Colin Sexton. I always will. He's not leaving the team. Um, Cam Thomas,
Untradeable.
I gotta wait. I just gotta wait on Cam Thomas. He's on the IR. Boncaro comes back soon. Boncaro's a guy I actually believe in. I think he's pretty good. He's one of my two players averaging over 20 points a game. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's rough. I got a lot of guys averaging pretty well. I got to start streaming again. Out Royce O'Neal. I think I'm gonna pick up whoever that spur that I was talking about was.
Keldon Johnson.
Garland. Yeah, Garland. His points per game has been a little low, 15, but he still passes. His stats recently, past 7 days, he had two pretty good games. DeAndre Hunter. I love DeAndre Hunter. I think that guy's pretty solid. That's been like one of the few bright spots on my team because he actually plays basketball, compared to most of the team. But I don't hate this roster. I just think I gotta make some moves, and I think I really gotta play to the system. I don't think I'm currently playing to the system of our 9 stats. I think I'm just grabbing guys that I think are good and making a good roster, and not tailoring it towards anything.
Hmm.
And I think maybe these next moves will be towards, maybe a guy who's just getting points or something like that. Going for another free throw merchant. What
Hmm.
else? What else is in here?
Fill up the
I
board
think
in
that's
specific spots. Yeah.
yeah. Fill up the board. I'm already second field free throw percentage. I think maybe I could tank that a little. My boards are pretty shit. I don't think I think I could probably sack boards right now. So I think Sabonis could be the man on the move. Steals, my blocks are pretty far out from being good. Turnovers, that's because I haven't been playing a lot of basketball to be good. I think I can commit to this points and make a pretty decent jump to fifth pretty quick. I'm only 200 points out. Field goal percentage. I know it looks bad, but I'll just start making it. Threes, I can make a pretty quick jump to fourth. A few things break my way. If so I think what for the people watching, hit me up on Sabonis. That's
You heard it here first. The
heard it
trade
here.
market is open on Sabonis. I mean, yeah, for what it's worth, Nikki, like you're all you really want at the very least in a 10-team league like this for a 9 cat is to be competitive in so many of these categories, and you are with your roster healthy. There's no
Mhm.
doubt about it. It's not even a question. So I will say I think it's pretty nice that you're sitting at 3-3 and injured versus 0-6 and
Yeah,
injured like Meritas. You get a little bit more, you don't have to freak out and do anything that hurts you
I'll
more than it
admit,
helps you.
I did not expect to be 3-3 at this moment with how my roster's been. I think I only beat Matt last week because I made a last minute streaming move.
There you go.
I'm not wrong. Not last week. Matchup 5. Yeah, I beat the J Boss fan club by 17 points because on Sunday, November 23rd, I think that's when I picked up Royce, if I'm not wrong. No, November 1st, I picked up Royce. Who'd I stream? I streamed that white guy on the Celtics who
There's
shoots
so many of
threes.
them. There's so many of them. That
That
doesn't
shoots
narrow it
threes.
down. Uh,
Anthony
Sam
Simons?
Hauser
AJ
probably.
Green.
Oh,
AJ Green.
Oh,
isn't he
he's
on
on
the
I
And
thought
Bucks?
he's
he
a
was
buck.
on Milwaukee.
He's a
Yeah,
buck,
yeah, yeah.
not a Celtic. My bad.
Three
I
got them.
streamed him, got my points, got out. I think he played on the 22nd. So maybe I'm a day off here. Something like that. I am going to make my first move already in here, though. And I am going to pick up Keldon Johnson and
Already
drop.
making moves live
Yep.
on air.
Yeah. Let me know if this moves me up or down.
We'll
Dropping
be
Royce
sure to.
O'Neal, picking up Keldon Johnson. Let me know if I
Well,
moved up a spot.
I think we'll find out. I think we'll find out at the end of the week. We'll see how your matchup goes, given your changes.
Yeah.
Joey, do you have any
Let's see.
thoughts on team balls before we move on?
yeah, man. I mean,
What's
I
your thoughts
think,
on ball?
I think they're good balls, sir. Uh, no, I think this is a team that's it's not quite competitive enough. Like I agree with you were saying that you kind of want to try to dump something off, like maybe rebounds or whatever, to retool yourself around a couple specific categories. I think that's a good idea. Uh, Especially in the short term while you're missing guys like Sabonis. Like maybe
Yeah.
when we're all healed up, you can make a shift back and get a little more competitive in everything. But I think being able to kind of retool mid-season is important to keep yourself competitive, especially in a 10-team league like this.
Absolutely. Well, there we have it. Eighth for now, but I'm rooting for you, and I think you're gonna be moving up.
Appreciate it.
I'm rooting for you truly, and I mean that because I do like your team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see you hanging. I want to see you hanging in that echelon. I want to see you up there. And upsets can happen anytime. It's fantasy, and I hope you do get that trade because we haven't seen a trade yet,
Yeah.
and trades are really very
It could
exciting.
even be with you. Hmm.
It it could it
We were
could
asking
be,
me about
brother.
it like a month ago.
I was scooping around, to see what's happening. But hey, man, I'm super down if you want. Look, listen, I've got a guy by the name of Ryan Rollins with your name on it if you want to give me Sabonis one for one. But you just
Think
sit on that.
about it. Think
You just
about
sit
it,
on
man.
that. We gotta move. We gotta get to the next
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
We
we
gotta
gotta
get
get to
to our next
7.
Yeah,
We're
fellow.
we
only at
got
8 right now, so let's get to 7.
I want to talk about this team because I actually really like this team, and I also think that this ranking is not really fully representative of the potential, and the stats kind of tell the tale a little bit about that. This is the Bob Squad. Bob Squad is sitting at 7. Um, Now, Bob Squad is 2-4, so the record is worse than our humble eighth place balls. However, second in field goal percentage, ninth in free throw percentage, fourth in three-pointers made, fourth in rebounds, fifth in assists, sixth in steals, fourth in blocks, third in turnovers, and sixth in points. Competitive in most categories that aren't free throws, if not top four in how many is that? One, two, three, four, five of them. That's a really good spot to be. You could call it bad matchup luck for the record of having four losses right now, but genuinely he has better averages than like several teams that are going to be ranked above it currently that we'll get to in a second. Um, the difference between fringing on some of these being top five for some of these categories and winning them in the given matchup weeks is, in my opinion, for real dead ass, I'm not even joking. You got to drop Bronny James, bro. You just have like a black hole on your roster that, and maybe I shouldn't be giving advice, but like it's a meme pickup for sure, right? I think we can all agree on that. It's kind of just like a funny joke to have Bronny James on the team, and it is. And this is just a thought. This isn't professional advice or anything, but I think if you had anybody else who could provide stats in some of those categories, you would gradually creep further and further up and probably win some of these matchups that have been like really close. Um, just a thought. Joey, put up a screenshot of Bronny's recent games played, please. I put that down in my notes so that
Yes.
we could hammer the
I'm
hammer the point home
I'm looking
on
and
how
Hammer
you,
the
it's
G.
not good, man.
Isn't he currently in the G League? Didn't they move him down?
bro
I'm
barely
not
play.
wrong.
He gets like 2 minutes on the Lakers
Yeah.
every other week. It is not. I don't get it. It's so silly.
I heard they
Um,
only pulled up his dad because he's his son, though.
I mean, yeah, that's a
That's
whole
why.
other conversation, brother. That's probably
Bump
true.
his dad back into the NBA from the G
That's
League.
that's probably true, brother, to be honest with you. But shout out to the Bob Squad. I really do like the team, and I mean that. Like I think it's a good team, and I enjoy sneaking a peek in at whatever matchup Keith has in the week because I believe in the team, and I think that it can be really good. I mean, he has some big fellas on here, um, some fantastic names, and some guys like Jalen Duren and Emmanuel Quickly and fucking Colin Gillespie, who I guess granted got that opportunity because of injury, but nonetheless, guys who are putting up numbers that are even better than what we foresaw. This has been a pretty long episode, so we're gonna move on from that seventh place Bob squad. If
Yeah.
anyone doesn't have any thoughts
Mhm.
on it, I think, but
Yeah, it's fine. We
Joey, do
I
you
can
want
love
to take?
Colin Gillespie.
we can
That's
we can
that's the only
breeze
thing
through
I
a
can
couple of these. I'll rattle off
Okay.
the next two real quick. Is
Yeah, yeah.
sixth place is Ban FD. Uh, Statistically, this is a competitive team, right? Ninth in field goal percentage is kind of the black mark, and then seventh in blocks, but otherwise top five in like five different categories. Fifth in points, fourth in steals, second in assists, top five in threes and free throw percentage. This is a good, like, efficient team. You got guys like Sengun, Miles Turner. People have been, had big surges lately, like Norm Powell, Laurie Markkinen. Unfortunately, a few minor injuries like Stephon Castle, Trey Young. I think this is a really good team. There have been a couple guys like Josh Giddey who have maybe quieted down a little bit since the beginning of the season, but it's still a team that you can feel pretty happy about. I guess I'm not really sure what specific moves might need to be made, but I think this team is competitive enough in most categories where I wouldn't be surprised to see them go up the rankings or carve themselves out a nice little playoff spot.
I agree. Nikki, any thoughts on the team Ban
The
FT?
fact that the fact that Norman Powell's averaging 25 points a game from like a few years ago is just fucking shocking to me. What the hell? The Norman Powell that I know could not average 20 points a game. That guy was getting made fun of in Game of Zones. If y'all were pilled on that back in the day.
Dude, throwback. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I actually think you got a lot of real good players though, who are great all rounders. Giddy, Laurie Markkinen, I still think is pretty good. Put up great numbers for where he was picked, if I'm not wrong.
No,
Goon,
Larry's been
another
hooping.
guy. A lot of good guys who are really good at fantasy. Stephon Castle is another one. I love DeMar DeRozan. That's how it is. Super Flag has actually been a pretty solid fantasy player, even if people are trying to hate on him.
Can't hate
Uh,
on Cooper. He's the rookie and it's early on. But
yeah.
yeah, I think I agree with everything you said.
Uh, yeah. Let's keep it chugging. Poker 9 to 5. This is another team that is 3-3. Another team that's not using its IR slots. Wemby out for a while. Sar, I think he's fine actually. Drew Holiday, Aaron Gordon also going to be out for, you know, notable amounts of time. So a couple, make a couple moves on the fringes here, and Gio will already be competitive. He's competitive in a lot of different things. Second in turnovers, fourth in field goals, seventh in a handful of things. Definitely feeling the pain of no Wemby, I'm sure. But still some very strong players here. Brunson, Jimmy Butler when he decides to try. Vooch, we almost forgot about the Vucevic minutes. Don't worry, I'm slotting him in right here. Uh, last couple games, he's averaged about 15 points, averaged about 10-ish rebounds. Really nothing that interesting his last couple games. This has been a chill vibes Vucevic. I think the Bulls are starting to be not that good again, which maybe frustrates him, but he's still clocking in for his paycheck, still being double double man. I can't hate on him. But yeah, I think we just need to see some more attentiveness from these mid-tier teams if they want to get into the playoffs. I think I think that our league is still wide open, right? Everyone still is possible to make the playoffs, but if everyone just
hmm
pays attention to the waiver wire, their own rosters, really anyone can make it, which is I think really exciting.
I totally agree. Yeah, Gio, you make me sad, man. Set your lineups. You started out as sort of like a undisputed powerhouse team that seemed like it could sweep the league without any issues. And sure, Wemby went down and that hurt you, but that ain't no cause to not be setting your lineups. All these numbers don't really reflect what your team actually should be at, and I think that's pretty silly. And it doesn't really make any sense. I know you're watching basketball games. You post about it. You're watching basketball games in person, and you're posting on your phone. You just open up another silly little app right next to Discord, and you set your lineups, and it's that easy. You can do it. I believe in you. That's number 5. Number 4. Who we got?
Number 4, we got Unk, and he's had it quite a lot as lately, man. His field goal percentage and his rebounds are kind of the lowest. Oh, along with turnovers, he's eighth in turnovers. But he's competitive in quite a lot of things. Free throws, third. Threes, first. Steals, fifth. Points, third. He's got a 4-2 record. He's definitely angling for the playoffs. Not to mention, he's also made some pretty smart moves in free agency. He's had almost half his players are from free agency right now. He got guys like Keegan Murray, who we talked about earlier. Nikhil Alexander Walker, who probably should have belonged in the good player category. He had 34 on Sunday. Tonight, Monday, he had 26. He's perfectly stepped into his role. But yeah, I love the way that Unks Delgado has been constantly updating his roster, constantly paying attention to people, uh, and he has the stats and the record to show for it. Like this is a great team, and I'm curious to see how it goes for the rest of the season.
I totally agree. Nikki, do you have any thoughts on Unk or his
Yeah.
current placement? Do you like him at
Uh,
4?
I like him at 4. I think it's pretty good. Jabari Smith Jr. is a guy that I've always thought is pretty good. He's been fine this season. Big fan of Donovan Mitchell. I got his shoes, and all that. So happy to see him doing well. Austin Reeves, 28 points a game, like absolutely nutty that he's putting up those numbers in this league. But that's what's up. That's what's up. Dylan
Oh
Brooks has
yeah.
been good for the Suns. I hate Dylan Brooks, but he's been good for the Suns. Another
Dude,
guy that I
Dylan
hate.
Brooks strikes me as the kind of guy who you hate until you have him on your team and he starts doing all his shenanigans against like the other team that you're playing and you're kind of like, man, you know what? He's kind of got me.
The
He's
Suns are
kind of
my
got
second favorite NBA team. So I'm actually a big hater of the current Suns. The Suns used to be my favorite team, and now they have Grayson Allen and Dylan Brooks, two of my least favorite players in this league. And now
How
I've been pulling for the Knicks.
I like Mark
Um,
Williams. I like that they're better than they
He's
should be.
fine. Kevin Durant has been pretty shit recently. Hasn't even been playing every game. He's old. But you know, he's not the main piece of this team. I think that's really important, even though he got picked super high. This is the team with Jokic. You know, this team's obviously gonna be good, and he built really well around him.
Yeah, hard to be bad when you have Jokic. Honestly, I think that not making the playoffs with Jokic on your team is you did
Yeah,
something wrong. You fucked that up pretty bad. It's honestly hard. Hard to lose with Jokic on your team is what I would
really
probably say.
set and forget it player. So you need to make the playoffs with Jokic.
Yeah, just an Iron Man who's almost always available.
Hmm.
Cool. Yeah. Did you also, I guess I should have asked too. Do you have any strong feelings before we break into our top 3 about where everyone is at in the rankings right now that we
Actually,
put out?
do.
What do you
Um,
got?
I'm not the big Geo believer. I know you guys are so poker 9 to 5 pill.
Uh-huh.
I just don't think I am. I knew,
Ah.
like, I'm not saying I knew this Wemby injury was gonna happen, but the dude's 7'6" and still lanky. I know he trained with Tibetan monks or some shit, like he's fucking Batman. But like, I think these MPJ numbers are gonna go down. Um,
Mm.
Siakam, I think, is great. He's doing well with Alberton not there. Wiggins has been playing like kind of fine recently. His stats are up in the last 7 days, but I didn't think he's that good. Aaron Gordon, I'm just not like the biggest believer in. I think he's gonna go back down to like 15 points a game compared to the 19 he's at. Um, Jimmy Butler, what's he putting up right now? 20. He's been good all around, but like Sandy Aldama, what is this, a stream? A late pick. Reed Shepard, that better be a stream.
Pause.
That we talked about him, but Josh Hart, I love Josh Hart. Who can't love Josh Hart? I'm a big Nova Knicks head. Brunson, obviously love those guys, but I just don't know about this team. Obviously, America's favorite player, Nikola Vucevic. Many people have been saying this about him. Pretty solid. He goes in, gets his double and leaves. Uh, but I just feel like this team might be a little overrated.
I dig it. I think that's fantastic that you feel that way because that's super fun. And I don't think you guys have played yet either, but I believe you do week after next. Maybe you could
Mhm.
put your money where your mouth is at when that comes around and we'll
Hopefully, I
see
make a trade.
yeah, maybe you can dump something off too, I guess, or maybe you'll be healthy. Maybe you won't even need it. We'll see. Um, but now I will be keeping my eyes out for that because I think that if you beat him,
Yeah, it'll be
then
fun.
we might have to have a little discussion.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
we
got
will
we
Yeah,
got a
have a discussion.
storyline.
Yeah,
yeah, that should be fun.
that sounds fantastic. Well, okay, sounds good. That's our 10 through 4, and we have myself slotting at third here. The Billups Mafia, third place. Reason being. I am 4-2. I'm first in field goal percentage, dead last in free throw percentage. We knew that was going to happen. Sixth in three-pointers made, first in rebounds, third in assists, third in steals, first in blocks, ninth in turnovers, and third in points. It's top three in six categories, which I'm super happy about. A big part of this is obviously my team getting healthy, a lot of the bigger names coming back. Um, so I just have next to where we ranked me resurgence question mark, is it real question mark? And the coming weeks will tell if my team is in that top tier or just below it after all. Because this week I'm playing Joey, and next week I'm playing Kate away threes. Uh, so that's a big test either way.
Yeah.
Like we'll have our answer, I think. Joe, you excited to be playing with me? I haven't even asked you what your thoughts are on our matchup this week.
I'm excited, man. I think our teams match up in a pretty interesting ways. There's a couple categories between the two of us that I think are going to go a couple. Like I think field goal percentage is going to be really close.
Hmm.
Rebounds is pretty close. Blocks, you're first in blocks. I'm second. I'm first in points. You're third. So I think we are both probably going to put big numbers up, and it comes down to our players to kind of see who makes that work. I'll probably be taking free throw percentage because I'm first and you're last, but uh,
Probably a pretty good chance of that.
otherwise,
Yeah.
I think your team has a lot to be happy with. Yeah, you've made some nice little moves. Free agency. Peyton Watson, quirky little pickup considering how many Nuggets guys have been injured.
Mm,
He's been playing like 30 minutes a game for the last I don't know 10 games just about.
Yeah.
Uh,
yep.
and yeah, you guys got guys like a Kongwu, Ryan Rollins. We both we talked about him in one of our snippets, and then both tried to get him off the waiver wire like as the episode ended. We both put it in, and I think you were higher on the order than
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
But
I think so.
yeah, man, I think your team is pretty strong, pretty healthy as well. I think both of our teams are pretty healthy, so we don't have much of an excuse to if when one of us loses. So
Yeah.
Godspeed, man.
Gotta give
Should be
him a
fun.
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, I think that's gotta be our matchup of the week, right? You know,
Oh
that
yeah.
if you're watching one matchup, you're watching Joey versus Jake on this one.
I hope so. I
Yeah,
hope it's a good one. I hope it's back and forth, and I hope I'm freaking out every other day, because that's what this is all about. That's what fantasy does
yeah,
for you.
Yeah, yelling at a page full of numbers with no ability to change it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. Well, I guess we
Oh
can.
for 6 from three. What are you doing?
I guess we can keep moving on then. And I'm second place.
hmm
Yeah, my team's been clicking pretty well. Third in field goals, first in free throws, like I mentioned earlier. Third in threes, third in rebounds, fourth in assists, first in steals, second in blocks. I'm top three in basically everything except for assists, which I'm fourth, and turnovers, which I'm seventh. Uh, the turnovers is going to happen when I have a whole bunch of guards. Devin Booker seems to be slightly allergic to the ball. Unfortunately, he's averaging like 3.7 turnovers a game throughout the season, which is a little annoying. But besides that, I love my team. I got a lot of good guys. The injuries I've sustained have been pretty minor. Dylan Harper is back, which is exciting. You know, one of the few rookies I took a took a gamble on, and I'm happy with how he's been playing. He's kind of been ramping himself back up still, but I think my team is well suited in just about every matchup. So not only do I want to win this current one, I want my run back against the next team, our number one team, which is step back K to A threes. Nicky, how do you feel about this number one team? They've been number one on our PR for
Yeah,
a couple
Caleb
seasons.
has been Caleb's been really good. You know, Cade Cunningham, you know, with how the he's kind of like the Detroit Pistons in this way of while I was really not expecting that. I didn't expect Caleb to know ball like that. I don't want to say he got lucky. I want to say he knew ball. But there are a few guys that I just didn't expect to do what they did. And I don't think anyone was expecting them to do what they're currently doing, and he's getting them out. Kawhi Leonard averaging fucking crazy free throw percentages. Cade Cunningham being Cade Cunningham. This big Russell Westbrook resurgence. really helped out his team in the early weeks. You got Curry, classic. Amazing. You're gonna get some amazing percentages out of him, and you're gonna get a lot of threes a game. Zach Edey being good as we were talking about earlier this night. Dante DiVincenzo is solid, but like he's got a lot of really good guys who have been really performing. Davion Mitchell, just another great guy. Love stealing that ball. So yeah, I think he's got an overall really solid team.
Yeah. Important thing I want to bring up is of the 16 players on his roster, including bench and IR, only
Mhm.
7 of them he drafted. He has been on the wire like a fiend. He kept his ear to the ground. He got Jaquez, who's some people are saying 6 man of the
Mhm.
year, maybe. He got Davion Mitchell, who's his assists per game has been
Yeah.
great. 7.8, along with 1.5 steals. He's got
Mhm.
Westbrook, Edie, Harrison Barnes, guys who we've been talking about in the good player tier. Like they've a lot of them have been going to this team, and that's I think a huge reason why they're 6-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I think that a big thing that Caleb is doing is just that it's like you said earlier. He is keeping his ear to the ground and he's picking up guys like Davion Mitchell. Yes, he's been performing very well, but a lot of this is also opportunity too. He's been doing a good job of picking up guys the moment a player goes down, and sort of having the ball knowledge for sure to be able to say, okay, here's the guy who's going to soak up the usage now that like Norman Powell is out or Andrew Wiggins is out, which is what Davian Mitchell has been doing, which is
Mhm.
fantastic, and then you just ride that wave until you don't need to anymore, and you drop him, which he has been doing. He says, okay, let's move on. This is a 10-team league, and that waiver wire is always going to have value in it. It's a
Yeah.
great way to play. It's an extremely smart way to play, and it works. And not for nothing. I mean, I in two of my other leagues, I took Cade at sixth as well. Um, I think he's fantastic. I believed in him, and I'm really happy that he got him here. Honestly, there's even a part of me that wishes I took him at five, but that would have been fucking stupid because Giannis is Giannis. But I just love Cade so much, and I envy anybody who has him because I love watching him play, and he really is just like this hub who soaks up every assist and every rebound and all the points. It's just a great baseline for a team that Caleb has been able to build off of with every other stat so that he's competitive in like pretty much everything. Um, Super great. He's the guy to beat. We must glaze. He is undefeated. Who's
Yeah,
gonna
his
do it?
total moves is just through the roof compared to anyone else in this league.
Yeah.
You know, 27 total moves. Next highest is you, Jake, with 17, and it's
Hmm.
like Silu at 12, NFD 10. I'm at 8. Like we have two teams that haven't even made a waiver wire move. I bet you can guess one of them.
Yeah. In,
I'm a little surprised to see Geo as the other one, but
yeah, I'm on his ass for that too, man.
yeah,
You gotta make
yeah,
moves if you want to win. There's
yeah.
no two ways about it.
Yeah.
You gotta want it.
We need someone to make a real move. That's what
Ooh,
we gotta see. We
We
gotta
haven't had a
see.
trade yet.
hit
I
Nicky's
think we gotta start
DMs.
some talks.
Hmm.
I did just put the definitely tag on the bonus. So
There it is.
yeah,
He's on the market.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Do a
Well,
huge blockbuster trade. Yeah, guys.
do you
That's
guys
it, right?
have anything else? Any last minute
Let's see.
mentions or
I'll
what?
leave that to Nikki. Nikki, do you have any words you wanna leave us with before
Um,
we depart?
as always, fuck Grayson Allen. Still hate that guy ever since he played on Duke and beat Syracuse. Fuck every Duke white guy. And go Knicks. That's
Go
my
Knicks.
ending word.
You heard it here,
I'm with it,
man.
Go Knicks.
honestly.
Go Knicks. Fuck Duke.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Jake, Nikki, thank you guys for joining me. This was a great time.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, me too.
Bye, everyone. Catch you next time.
Bye bye.